I normally like sunshine, but it almost feels fitting not to have the sunshine somewhere like this, but to be a little bit mystical and magical. Phil's got a theory. There's a big hole here, so maybe bottle diggers have been digging things up.
That looks like it could have been like a small quarry area.
Yes, and if it was,
they've gone deeper and got filled in, and somebody's been digging it out. See? This is definitely, see, you can see the. I don't think the water did that. I don't know. And there are, if you look over there,
mounds of earth as well. Oh yes, and bottles. So bottle diggers seem to have been here. Now this is one of the indications that it probably is bottle diggers. If you look here, you can see there's a lot of, this would have been the waste from a coal fire, lots of bits of coke and ash and things, and so that means these were dumped in the dump along with old bottles. So that's why people have been digging here. Let's see if they found anything, but then decided to leave it for us. Oh, what's that? What's another big metal thingy?
I think it's a cleat.
Cleat.
I may be wrong, we'll have to check.
Familiar.
Cleat, I think is what they called. And they drove them between the rails and the metal piece that was on the sleeper to hold the rail in place.
Right.
There you go.
Let's have a look over here. Oop, another hole. But be careful. It would be nice if bottle diggers filled their holes in after them. Oh, there's a big jar. There's a nasty pointy bit on. And there we got the top of, I'd say, a port bottle. What do you think? And another broken bottle. Very modern, I'd say, that one. Oh, there's a bottle under the leaves there. Oh, and it's broken again. I think these are definitely just ones that they left behind because they didn't want. And this is Porth, so is that going to be Thomas and Evans? Yep, Thomas and Evans of Porth. It's fabulous to look at these old quarries. It's just so pretty with all the moss and the dripping water. Difficult to get down to here. As you can see, Phil is trying not to fall. Oh, it's a bit wet, is it?
Yeah, it's soupy.
Right, so we leave that to Phil. And we work our way over here. See what we can see. There's a modern bottle. Oh, there's a wheel off a car, a plastic car. Let's see what else we've got. I love this sort of place. I normally like sunshine, but it almost feels fitting not to have the sunshine somewhere like this, but to be a little bit mystical and magical. There are lots of like long brown hanging things. Normally in the summer they are ferns, but they died back now. But that makes these quarries look even more spectacular in full summer. There's not a lot to see here other than the beauty. Not finding much, but I'm quite happy to stop and look, but I don't think we go too close to that edge because it does look a little bit unstable. There are a couple of these holes here too where the bottle diggers have been in. What's this? A little bit of plain white china. There's Phil, let's go and see what he's found. A little plea to bottle diggers. If you're going to dig for bottles, please fill your holes in. It's really awkward to walk along and one day I'm going to fall down a hole. Right, we seem to be in a hole that's been dug. Is there anything to see? Oh, there's a big rim of something there. It's broken, but what is it? Oh, look at the size on that. I'll put my hand there for perspective. It was glazed inside. Big old proving bowl, do you think? Let's have a look at the circle on the top, the arc. Yep, it could be a proving bowl, could have been a planter. We'll go for proving bowl. Sounds much more romantic. Lots of rejected dug up pieces. Much bigger than the shards of ridge pottery we usually find. Another one there. Something white there. What do you think that is? Oh, that was big. Oh, look. At one point it had blue pattern on it. You can just about see. I think that was probably the base of a bowl that went with the jug. Oh, you can see on the outside some pattern too. Yep, there. And there. More ridge pottery, which I'm assuming they're going to be broken. Otherwise they wouldn't have left them. Yep, that one's broken. This one. Yep, that one's broken too. What's this? I don't think that's going to be whole, is it? No. Oh, look. It's another little ecosystem. I love these. It's only clear glass. All that green is moss. It says Gilby Limited. We'll pop that back where it was. It seems quite content there. That way nobody's going to cut their feet on it. And all the plants and little insects can carry on living there. Their own little greenhouse. Look. It's above it. Another piece of old plate. Oh, right.
That's not Victorian.
It's not. I don't think it's medieval. I don't even think it's Stone Age.
But there is writing on it.
Oh.
This is...
Is it in hieroglyphics?
No, it's the old Bob the Builder scooter. There we go. Dun, 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 dun.
It's in a bit of a state. Can he fix it?
Well, no, I can't. But I'm sure Bob can.
Oh, I bet.
Right, while Caroline has been having a hunt around, I've been gathering a few bits and pieces and put them on display here on my perfect background, I think. This gorgeous tree, this huge tree that's been here for a lot longer than we've been around. There's just these two bits I thought were lovely. That's the bone china, see?
Yeah.
With the gilt on it. They're lovely, and they would pop those
really
away.
Nice.
They'll go nice somewhere in something. Then
oh, that's nice.
It's had a bit of a bash.
Bit of a chip there.
Now I'm not sure whether that. I would say that possibly got damaged in a dig.
Yeah.
Somebody go for it. You don't know. They can't see what they're going into, and they just catch the end. But this one, I thought was intriguing because we keep finding bits of ridge pottery. But now, except for a hole in the bottom, dear Caroline, it's whole.
That's nice. Oh, I might keep that as a pencil pot.
Yeah, I thought maybe it would serve a purpose. I can't hold water, no.
No.
I think perhaps somebody's fork went through the bottom of there when they were digging.
Yeah.
But I thought that'd be nice, wouldn't it? To keep your paintbrushes in or something. I'll pop that there in a second. But then we come on to the things that, I know it sounds daft, couple of bits of, well, 3 bits of broken pot.
Right.
But here's where it gets interesting.
Oh, what does this say? A. Buchanan and Co. Rumney.
Rumney.
Oh, lovely.
I was saying about the history and touching things that are connected to the people that were here. Rumney, 3 miles up the road. Lovely to have something from just up the valley, but look at this. May not look anything special, but to me, that is awesome.
Newton and Willows. Something makers. Bottlers. Bargoed. Oh, that's lovely. That's where we live.
That's right, that's our hometown.
Oh, that's really nice.
So there we go.
So look at the colour. Oh, it's green. Not much sun around.
I'll just go and wash that one out, and then we can have a proper look at it. But look at that.
Lovely.
Hometown, just up the road. Bottlers of Bargoed. Can't fault it. Okay, here we are. I have a little more time on my hands at the moment, for obvious reasons, because things are very different at the moment than they have been in recent times. But I'm hoping to use that time, and one of the things I want to do is to catch up on little projects that need completion. And here is a project. I'm sure a lot of you remember this particular jug. This was our amazing find up on the Sarawi River below Tredegar, and I was thrilled when I found all 3 pieces, which I'm now going to attempt to assemble, which should be interesting. I'm used to using a heat glue gun with the glue sticks, etc. Yes, and I've done other types of projects, but never worked on something quite like this, and never worked with this before either. Came recommended by me mum. She said that my brother uses it, so if my mother and my brother have used it and they both survived to tell the tale, I'm going to have a go. So we've got the old gorilla stuff. I'm just going to rip that open now. So this particular bottle has a brush applicator, or it has the nozzle. So to get the nozzle, we undo it like so. If I put that back on, that becomes the handle of the brush, and I just remove it from there, and then I'm able to apply it using the brush. So I'm going to have a go at using the brush. Okie doke. So let's have a look here. That seems to be about it. I'll pop that back in there now and close that up. There we go. So top's back on. I'm not messing about with that for a moment. And now I'm going to try and place this. And I'm going to do this matching the lettering, because that's the most important, is to try and get that correct. There we go. Right, it's now in place. I'm just going to hold it there firm for a couple of seconds, and hopefully we're going to have success, and that's going to be stuck. Here we go. As you can see, we use the items we have to decorate our home, because some things we use for art projects and we have stacks that are waiting, and hopefully now we'll have the time to do it, but some things just look lovely as they are. So get a bit of glue on here now, back off with my brush. There we go. Lid back on tight. Right, here we go. So far I haven't stuck myself to it. Let's see what we can do now. Woo! Alright. Hopefully, when I let go of this pot, my hands will come away. Yes! I have heard nightmares about people using super glue, gorilla glue, whatever they want to call it, and they've ended up stuck to the product. But I am not stuck to the product, but hopefully the pieces are stuck to each other. But here we go, folks. There you have it. That's going to take pride of place. I am absolutely thrilled with having made that find. And there we go, all assembled and back in its not pristine condition, but certainly looking better than when I picked it up.
There's a bit of pottery in the shape of a bit of brick wall. While Phil makes the most of this little hollow in a tree, I'm going to show you 2 bits of sea glass we found. No, I'll show you 2 bits of river glass we found. They're not very well worn, but it's the first glass we found, so I'm going to keep these, and I also love this. The one with the wire in. It really amuses me.
This river is so beautiful, but it's incredible to look up the river here and see how on the right hand bank you've got the majestic rocks that have stood there for virtually all of time, and then to the left hand bank, in order to secure and to prevent the river undermining the Brecon Railway, you've got the man-made wall. Just seeing the two either side of the river just sums up what history's all about. And man working alongside nature, and even the pipework running all the way down, following the river line as it goes. Industry and nature hand in hand. Long after industry is gone, nature is there forever. Told you we'd find bits of railway history.
Yep.
But this one's not going home with me. It's far too heavy.
Oh, we found a fossil.
Fossil?
That's a nice one. Oh, there's a weight on that.
Yeah.
Oh, is that plain or patterned? Plain.
Now I'm not surprised, because since we've come further up the river, I do notice a lot less pattern and a lot more plain. Like as if it's from perhaps a little bit earlier.
Yep, could be. What have you found?
Now, inspired by the fact that we have come to realise that we're not the only two people in the world who think industrial can be beautiful, I have found something that may not shine in the sunlight, but it certainly looks lovely to me.
A big fat quarry tile.
Look at the pattern in it, and now, just how it's been washed by the river for years and years.
It was broken at some point, but it's rounded off really nicely.
Yeah, I'll find some place for that, I'm sure, because that's coming home with me.
Oh, down there, I've seen a completely square, well, virtually square piece of pottery. Look at that, all nicely cut with a little bit of pattern on it. Oh, that's a nice piece of river glass. What have you found?
It's another bit of coal.
All right.
And the reason I picked it up is because it just brought back memories. There were two major miners' strikes during my lifetime, and in the 70s I was just a kid. And during that strike, my brothers and I used to go out on the river picking coal, finding bits of coal, I guess, so the Mum could light a fire. Of course, in the second strike, I was working in the mine, so I was on strike for a year with a wife and 2 kids. That was a different ball game altogether. But as I picked that up, I remembered us picking up the coal, looking amongst the like this, not looking for treasure, but treasure of a kind. Something to just get some hot water and warm the house.
Look at this bit of fossil. Isn't that lovely? Can you see all the little fossils in there? That's what they call a matrix, when it's got lots of little fossils in one piece of rock. Something on the back there too. Another little circular one there. That's a really nice find. Here's another piece of fossil. Lovely ridges on there. Sometimes when people are larking or metal detecting, they're hoping to find something like a bronze axe head or some Stone Age arrows. But today we have found it's a tool that somebody's used, but I don't think that long ago. It's a workman's shovel. Here are a few other bits that I found, so I'll show you these while explaining to you a few things about this video. My computer is dying, that's why there have been no little clips telling you any information, and there's very little music. I'm hoping to get a new computer by the next time I have to do a video, so sorry about that. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, then please subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. But until then, don't forget, have fun. Bye.
Bye.